since morning, aside from dealing with the issues of the rights and things that have been done to try and suppress and intimidate voters, we've been getting widespread reports on voter intimidation, voter suppression from places like Koshofe. At VGC, INEC officials are refusing to go into the estates. They're telling the estate people to come out to the express road, which is not where the actual legal position of the polling unit should be. We have situation all over Ikate and several places. Ojo, Computer Village, I'm hearing as well. There's voter suppression going on there, but we are dealing with it with our situation room and our security team to ensure that we resist all these forms of intimidation. It's very unfortunate that Lagos State has been under the rule of people that only bring about thuggery and violence every 4 years, when they had the opportunity to do well for people and actually create a voter group that would be happy to vote for them. But they always choose violence and thuggery. And by God's grace, by the end of today, their reign and chokehold of violence and thuggery on Lagos State will be done.
What's your assessment of the situation here?
Anifoshe has always been a peaceful area. We are a community, we know ourselves. It's been a peaceful area. We are a community, we know ourselves. We've never really had any cause for alarm or issues. I'm very surprised about what I'm hearing about Computer Village, but a team has been sent there to try and monitor the situation and see what's going on. So I cannot use this as a benchmark to test anything. What we are looking at is in Iba, as at now, polling materials have not yet been delivered. In parts of Alimosho, polling materials have still not been delivered. Apparently, INEC officials are saying that they were not paid for the last election, so they are not going to come out to take the materials to the field, which is just a ploy to disenfranchise voters.
A letter has been circulating this morning that you have been replaced by another candidate.
That is nonsense, you see. I think that is coming from the Jandor camp. I won't say the PDP camp because the PDP has dissociated itself from all of that nonsense. We went to court. At the High Court, we defeated him because we have his letter of withdrawal. That was the basis on which a supplementary election was done, a substitution election. And at the appeal court, his case was thrown out and he never filed anything at the Supreme Court. So that case is dead and gone.
Looking at these cases of intimidation that you mentioned, what is your message now to both the stakeholders and the people themselves?
We must persevere. We can only be bullied for so long. It's time to free Lagos. It's time for a Lagos where people govern and based on their performance, they get put back. Chase away all the Igbo voters, chase away all the non-indigens. For what? This is our Lagos. Lagos is a microcosm of Nigeria.
We went around the Keja and we actually saw some persons distributing food for electorates. Do you see it as a goodwill in this period, or you think it's inducement by a certain
Honestly, with the level of suffering that we've experienced in Nigeria so long, you know, if people are distributing rice or whatever, that's not my issue. Because if you are going to sell your vote, it's your vote. You want to sell it. The most important factor for me is the violence and intimidation. That people should be able to exercise their free will and vote for who they believe is important.
Okay, so how confident are you, sir, that INEC will deliver a credible...
My confidence is not in INEC. My confidence is in the people. That people will stand and ensure that their votes count. That's where my confidence is. And we are going to work to support them with everything that we have to ensure that their voice is heard.
One of the issues that were raised last elections were the issue of beavers not transmitting results.
That's good, both of you. Well, we expect that results will be electronically transmitted. We've also gotten reports that in Osborne 2, the beavers that they brought there was already loaded. It did not start from 00. Right? So there are all sorts of nonsense that's currently going on.